Hello guys, I am Nisha Bandal. I am coming with a new video. Before we going to start the new video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. So today we see what are the natural resources. So let's start with the content. The content are resource on the earth and their types. The types are the air and the water. Our planet Earth is only one which have a life. Life on the Earth depend on the many factor. Mostly life require ambient temperature, water and the food. So let's see what are the resources on the Earth. These are the land, water and the air are the resources of the Earth. The outer crust of the Earth is called as a lithosphere. Water covers 75% of the Earth's surface. It also found under the ground and is called as a hydrosphere. The air that covers the whole earth like the blanket is called as the atmosphere. A living thing constituent the biotic component of the biosphere. The air, water and the soil form the non-living or abiotic component of the biosphere, and the living are found where these three exist. So let's study this biotic component in a detail, and the first component is the air. Air is a birth of the life. As we know, air is a mixture of the many gases like a nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide and the water vapor. The major component of the atmosphere is a carbon dioxide. Eukaryotic cell and the many prokaryotic cell needed oxygen because it break down the glucose molecule and get the energy. Another process which result in the consumption of the oxygen and the convenient production of the carbon dioxide is a condensation. The reasons why more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, the percentage of the carbon dioxide in our atmosphere is a more fraction of a percent because carbon dioxide is a fixed in the two ways. The first way is a green plant convert a carbon dioxide into glucose with the help of the sunlight, and the second is many marine animal use a carbonate dissolve in the seawater and make their shell. In the next slide we see the role of the atmosphere in the climate control. As we know, the atmosphere covering the earth like the blanket. We know that air is a bad conductor of the heat. The atmosphere keeps the average temperature of the earth steady during the day and even during the whole year. The atmosphere prevents the sudden increase temperature during the daylight hours, and during the night it slows down the escape of the heat in outer space. In the next source is the wind. We have failed the relief by a cool evening breeze after the hot day. How it happened? The phenomena are the result of a changes that take a place in our atmosphere due to the heating of the air and the formation of the water. Water vapor is a form due to the heating of the water bodies and the activities of the living organisms. The atmosphere can be heated from the below by the radiation by a land or a water bodies. On a being heated, convection current are set up in the air. When the air is heated by a radiation from the heated land or a water, it rises. But since a land gets heated faster than the water, the air over a land will be also heated faster than the air over the body. Air rises, a region of the low pressure is created and the air over the sea move into the area of a low pressure, and this movement creates the wind. But other various factors also influences the wind are the rotation of the earth and the presence of the mount. At a night, both the land and the sea start to cool. Since water cools down slower than the land, the air above the water will be warmer than the air above the land. All the movement of air resulting in a diverse atmospheric phenomena are caused by uneven heating of the atmosphere in a different region of the earth. So next is our rain. Let's see how the cloud form and bring a rain. When a water body are heated during the day, a large amount of the water evaporate and goes into the air. Some amount of the water vapor is also get into the atmosphere because of various biological activities. The air also get heated and the hot air rise up carrying the water vapor with it. As they rises, it expand and the cool. Normally air and the dust perform this function. This cooling causes the water vapor in the air to condense in the form of the tiny droplets. When the temperature of the air is low enough, may occur the form of the snow. Once the water droplets are formed, they grow bigger by the condensation of this water When the drop have a grow big and heavy, they fall down in the form of the rain. Rainfall pattern are decided by prevailing wind pattern. In the large part of the India, rain are in the southwest or northwest monsoon. So next is the air pollution. The fossil fuel like a coal and the petroleum contain a small amount of the nitrogen and the sulfur. We hearing of the increasing level of the oxide of a nitrogen and the sulfur. How the quality of the air is a change. When these fuels are burned, the nitrogen and the sulfur are also burned, and this produces a different toxics of the nitrogen and the sulfur. Not only in the inhalation of these gases are dangerous, but also it dissolves in the rain to give the rise acid rain. The combinations of the fossil fuel also increasing the amount of the suspended particle in the air, and these suspended particles could be unburned carbon particle or a substance called as a hydrocarbon. Presence of the high level of this pollutant causes visibility to be lower. This is known as a smoke and is a visible indication of the air pollution. Studies show that regulatory breathing air that contain any of these substance increasing the incidence of the allergic cancer and the heart diseases, and increasing the content of this harmful substance in air is called as a air pollution. So start with the next natural resources is the water. Water occupies a very large area on the earth's surface, and it is also found underground. Some amount of the water exit in the form of the water vapor in the atmosphere. But why water is necessary? Because all cellular process take place in the water body. Substances are then transported from the one part of the body to the other in the dissolved form. Hence, the organism need to maintain the level of the water within their bodies to stay alive. It also found under a fresh water in a found frozen in the ice caps at the two poles, and the snow covered the mountain ground. Terrestrial life form require a fresh water for this because their bodies cannot tolerate or get rid of the high amount of the dissolved salt in a saline water. Thus, water sources need to be easily accessible for the animal and the plant to survive on the land. The availability of the water decide not only the number of the individual of each species that are able to survive in the particular area, but it also decide the diversity of the life. Water is one of the major resources which determine life on the land. So let's see what is the water pollution. Water dissolves the fertilizer and the pesticides that we use on our farms. So some percentage of this substance are washed into the water bodies, and the sewage from our town and the cities, and the waste from the factories also dumped into our river or the lakes. Temperature of the water in the rivers can be affected is when water released from the dam, and this is we call as a water pollution. The addition of the undesirable substance to the water body, and this substance could be the fertilized pesticides used in the farming, or they could be the poisonous substance. These poisonous substance like the mercury salt which are used for the paper industries. This could be a disease causing the organisms like the bacteria which causes the chlorella. The removal of the desirable substance from the water bodies, dissolved oxygen is used by the animal and the plant that live water. Any changes that reduces the amount of this dissolved water will adversely affect the aquatic organism from the water bodies. The third is a changes in the temperature. Aquatic organisms are used to a certain range of the temperature in the water body where they live, and the sudden material changes in the temperature would be dangerous for them to affect their breeding. The egg and the larva of a various animal are particularly susceptible to the temperature change. So this all about the natural resources. There are the more natural resources which we see in the next video. Thank you.